Investors, welcome back to Green Money Momentum, where we talk about market movements, making money, and money momentum. And you know what's crazy? I have now been saying that for an entire year because everybody, this is the 1 year anniversary, the official birthday for Green Money Momentum. Woo! Let's go. I am so excited. And from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to everybody who has supported this channel by liking my videos, by commenting on my videos, and by subscribing to the channel, because all of this would have never been made possible without all of you. All this support really means a lot to me, and I'm happy that many of you could get value out of what I am saying, because I get a lot of value out of all of you coming to this channel. This is really one of my favorite things to do in life. I have a lot of passion for this, and right after this, we're going to do a little bit of a celebration, drink some champagne, and eat some ice cream cake. So that's going to be my next video. If you're watching this early, it's not up yet. If you're watching this a couple hours later, go check out that video, because it's just going to be a little bit of a celebration. But thank you guys all so much. With that being said, we're now going to hop into the daily talk of stock. And as we could see by the heat map today, we did have a mix of both red and green. The major indexes did finish in the green today. Investors are still feeling a little bit neutral right now, but we did get some news. The main headlines today around the White House with President Trump, and there being a press conference about a potential ceasefire between Gaza and Hamas. And so this is big news. I really do hope that this does go through, that we do get an official ceasefire, and that this war can end, because myself, I am a peacemaker. I don't want to see anybody in this world suffer. I don't want to see any humans suffer. I don't want to see any animals suffer. I just want peace and prosperity for everybody. That is why I love the stock market so much, because it gives so many of us so many opportunities to really build wealth. And it's so unfortunate when you see in this current date and time that things like this are still happening. So I just want to see this end altogether. Hopefully this does lead to a resolution. Also, right now, we do know some fear, uncertainty, and doubt within the government, because there is the looming of the potential shutdown, as we do have a spending bill that does need to get passed. The government could potentially shut down. The deadline on this is going to be on October 1st. So on Wednesday, if you want to know more about that, I just did a video yesterday talking about this whole situation. And in my opinion, I do believe that this is a nothing burger. Even if the government does shut down for a day or two, this is just short-term fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And this reminds me a lot of like when they talk about the government and reaching the debt ceiling, and all of a sudden they're going to have to default and all this. It never happens. They always push that off. And that is exactly how I feel this is going to go through. A lot of short-term FUD, but really it is nothing. Now, with that being said, we're going to talk about two stocks today that deserve a lot of praise, because we just talked about these stocks 3 weeks ago. Where is it at? Right here. As you could see by the thumbnail, we had HIMS and HERS Health being projected to go to 60 and Robinhood to 120. Both of those stocks are now at those price levels. It is incredible to see. We're going to start out here with Robinhood stock. Well, first I should show this, because again, this is the 1 year anniversary for Green Money Momentum. So I just wanted to show my performance through the last year. And as you could see, I am up 238% for just the year. This is the last 365 days from the official start of this channel. It has been absolutely incredible to have this type of performance. This is a lot with options contracts, and then also with double leveraged opportunities and all these great plays that we talk about on this channel. So this has been a tremendous year, and my main goal with this channel is just to guide more investors to have similar performance, because I want to see us all succeed together. I love the markets because this is a game where we could all uplift each other. There is no competition. It doesn't matter if I'm doing better than you or you are doing better than me. As investors, we could all pick up things from. My main goal here And I just want to be able to help and teach as many investors as possible, kind of what I am doing with the market, kind of giving guidance on the plays that I am in. So with that being said, though, however, this is never financial advice, always financial entertainment. Now, we're going to start out here with Robinhood stock, and we saw a massive pop within the stock today, up by 12%. This is amazing to see. I have a lot of holdings within Hood, so I hold a long-term position with shares in Robinhood. I also have options contracts, and I do play with the double leveraged opportunity of Hood, which is Robin. So I talk about these plays all the time. Never discount what you could get with double leverage, especially if you're playing with these as just a momentum opportunity, because every 1% that Hood goes up, Robin goes up by 2%. So as we can see, this was up by 24% today. Some nice gains to be made, but with Robinhood, the stock did have a nice pop today off of really no major catalyst. When we type in Robinhood stock and look at news, there's really nothing talking about Robinhood today in terms of anything that they just announced. But this stock is pushing up because this is a growth stock, and there is a lot of anticipated growth into the future for Robinhood. We have talked about Robinhood many times on this channel because they do have this accelerating growth when it comes to their stock price, but they also have accelerating growth in the actual underlying company. So I am proud to see Robinhood at 136 today, because our price targets throughout this year have been 100. Robinhood hit that. Then it was 120. Robinhood hit that. And then recently my price target was at 135, which Robinhood has once again hit with this big pop up today. And just like the stock price is accelerating, we could see that the growth within Robinhood is accelerating. We could see that each and every single one of their quarters is getting better. They are also at a positive when it comes to earnings per share, and also with Wall Street's expectations, their next quarterly is set to be their largest ever at 1.13 billion. This is for quarter 3 of 2025. And if we look at quarter 3 of 2024, that is a massive increase, a 77% year over year increase when it comes to growth for revenue. So Robinhood is the perfect stock. That it's one of my favorite stocks that I personally hold in my portfolio. And again, that is because of the amazing catalysts, because not only have they been accelerating when it comes to growth, but also Robinhood, when we talk about all the fundamentals, everything shows that this is a perfect growth company. So this company right here currently has a market cap. This is showing at 108 billion, but this is not updated because on Earnings Hub, it did show it a lot higher in the 120s, I think. So this market cap may be a little lagged, but at 100 billion for all the value that is truly within this company, I think we have a lot higher to go. And I think eventually Robinhood will be at a $1 trillion market cap. Right now, they have 773 million shares outstanding. They are actively buying back their shares. They have a very positive EPS, and also they have a beta at 205. This is a high beta play, meaning that it moves even quicker than the general market. So Robinhood is moving quick, and we did see this big jump up today. So with Robinhood, we have been on this trend throughout the entire year where we have had this rising level of support and resistance. Now, at the highest level on this trend before Liberation Day, we were on this higher level here, which I do think that Robinhood could potentially break into this level if the momentum does continue. Again, there was no major catalyst that did push this up today, but we could see a major catalyst here in the near term. Maybe some insiders are getting in, but regardless, just a lot of volume in Robinhood, even if we don't see a major catalyst coming up in the short term, because with Robinhood, they have already had a ton of catalysts this year. We recently saw their Robinhood Summit event where they talked about bringing AI tools to the platform, and then also Robinhood Social. We know this fall they are becoming a true fintech brand. So they are becoming a real bank, which is going to open up a lot more possibilities for Robinhood. This is insane to know because Robinhood already has a lot of true true value just as a brokerage, but now they are going to go into that banking sector. And so with Robinhood, so much growth still to come in the future. We have been talking about this stock since it was at 35, and I really started to push it more when it was in the $70 to $90 range, because I knew even as we hit the triple digits in the short term, it could look a little bit overvalued, but I knew we had a lot higher to go, which we are currently going. So in the short term, Robinhood has been in this trend. We have mainly been following right in the middle of it. So we are now at that highest level of resistance on this trend right here. If Robinhood does break through this, we could see a lot of hyper bullish momentum within Robinhood. And I do believe that it could definitely do that in the short term, because with Robinhood and with the entire markets, I do believe that things are going to start getting a lot more bullish, because the Federal Reserve really runs the markets, and we are going into a larger quantitative easing cycle. Again, in yesterday's video, talking about preparation for the stock market this week and the government shutdown and all that, we did discuss that. So if you want to know a little bit more about the M2 money supply and how crazy things are really going to get, check out that video. But I am proud of Robinhood today hitting $136. I think in the short term, we could potentially pull back to the high 120s. So we might be at 127, 128, 129. But even if that happens, this is a positive, because Robinhood on this crazy growth up has had some short-term pullbacks, but it always eats those pullbacks. And now we are at this all-time high officially at $137. So now that we have crushed all my price targets, my next price target for Robinhood, I'm going to be a bit ambitious with this one, because I think we could hit 150 easily. I'm going to go all the way to 175. That is now my current price target for Robinhood. I do believe that we will hit that price before the end of the year. Now, talking about great growth stocks, we're now going to hop into our next stock, which again deserves a lot of applause and a lot of congratulations also, HIMS and HERS Health, because it officially tapped back into the $60 range today. The momentum in HIMS and HERS in the short term has been pretty crazy. We bounced right off that 200-day moving average, continuing this long-term trend in HIMS and HERS Health, which also has this rising level of support and resistance. So with HIMS and HERS Health in the short term, we have been jumping up, but of course there is also a little bit of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, because as we could see right here, this company does have some pushback from the FDA. The FDA is scrutinizing HIMS and HERS Health. We recently saw that the FDA said that some of their products were just a copycat of another product and not approved. We have also seen lawsuits against HIMS and HERS Health, and this is very important to talk about also. HIMS and HERS Health has a significantly high short interest, all the way at 32%. So a lot of investors want to see HIMS and HERS go down, but HIMS and HERS continues to grow, and I do believe that this company will continue to grow for the years as we go on, because with HIMS, just like Robinhood, and how the fundamentals are amazing in Robinhood, well, the same with HIMS and HERS Health. They also have this accelerating growth when it comes to their stock price, but for a good reason, because they have accelerating growth when it comes to revenue. Also, they are also at a positive earnings per share, and they have a pretty decent price to sales ratio at just 6.6 and a market cap just at 13 billion. But HIMS and HERS Health is growing every single day. It is really all in front of us on YouTube. I always see a bunch of different YouTubers promoting HIMS and HERS Health, and all of their advertisements are everywhere. And so they are making a lot of revenue growth, but they are also advertising and increasing their customer acquisition. A lot of true intrinsic value with HIMS and HERS Health, and also Robinhood. It is amazing to see Robinhood today at all-time highs, and HIMS and HERS Health back to the $60 mark. Look at that. We have gained 10 cents just since I started covering HIMS and HERS Health. We gained 10 cents in Robinhood. What a time to be alive. Again, guys, thank you so much for making my dreams come true by subscribing to the channel and showing support. Right after this, we're going to pop a little bit of champagne and have a cake. So go check out that video if it's already out. And if you're here early, be anticipating that video. 1 year anniversary for Green Money Momentum. It is incredible to say that we have made it for an entire 365 days. Thank you guys all so much. Please let me know what you think about these stocks down in the section below. So please drop a comment on what you think about Hood or HIMS or anything else. Again, I really value you guys, so I really love to hear from all of you. Also, please leave a like, please subscribe to the channel, and if you do enjoy these daily talk of stock videos that we do, hit the notifications bell, because in general YouTube is not recommending videos to subscribers as much unless you hit the notifications bell and hit all notifications. Thank you guys so much. What an exciting time to be alive. I will see you all in the next daily talk of stock.